Welcome to Weapons Education. I'm here with Jim. Jim, it's a pleasure as always.
Good to see you.
Hey, the first time you were on camera last week, everyone really enjoyed that video, and I'll be coming back here weekly, and Jim and I will be doing a lot of work together. Jim, you're an FFL,
Yep,
correct?
exactly.
Certified firearm trainer for the NRA,
I am.
correct? And you're going to talk a little bit more about some of your credentials.
Sure.
I came to the shop today because I decided I need a little bit more protection, you know what I'm saying? So I picked up a new toy. What I'm going to do is step back and do some camera work, and Jim is going to show you my new firearm of the week. And I'm trying to guess what it is, by the way. Which one, you know, you've been watching the channel. Which caliber do I not own? Okay, think about it. Which caliber do I not own? That's a pistol. All right, let's take a look at it.
More guns than me, Tom.
Bro, let's show our fans and our friends the new toy for the channel. I'll back up and go to the camera and zoom in on you. And I'm pretty excited about it.
Okay, ladies and gents, what we've got here today, and some of you probably already recognize, the FNM 57. Tom decided to pick up a little more firepower, as he says, and I guarantee you with 320 round mags, that's a given. The 57 shoots the 5.7 by 28 millimeter round.
It's basically like, it's like a rifle round, isn't it?
It's like a 223 AR-15. I mean, pretty much in a hand. And you.
What is that about?
It doesn't have much recoil though. It's the beauty about it.
Is that with 2,000 feet per second?
Yeah,
2,100?
It's moving.
Yeah, it's moving.
I don't even know the exact spec, but it's cranking.
Yeah, it's moving out there.
You know, you shoot at close range, it's going through just about whatever you want to put it through.
If you can hold it real steady and do a slow breakdown of it,
okay.
kindly.
Going to be a little tricky to do that steady, but I'm going to try. I'm going
Okay.
to turn it around this way you can see all the,
Okay, I'll zoom
all
in.
the features of
We'll
it.
just go slow.
Go ahead.
Go ahead there.
Okay. Here you have the safety, and the safety happens to be ambidextrous as well. Okay, so you can turn it on and off from either side.
Okay.
And those of you that are used to slide locks, you've got a slide lock right here, which you just have to flip up with your thumb. There's no external part; it's all internal. So it's nice and smooth and ergonomic. It has a front tactical rail.
It only weighs about 25 ounces. I don't know the exact specs, but it feels like it only weighs 25 ounces. It's a feather, that gun.
It is a featherweight gun, and the beauty of it is, well, when you put 20 rounds in here, it puts a little more weight to it, but it's not much.
That's
so
great.
when you're carrying it, it's really nice and light. Actually, a great concealed gun, in my opinion, because nothing's going to stop it.
Well, it was your advice that's why I'm purchasing this gun. It was on your advice, so thank you.
Well, I've shot it before and I love it, but you know, it is a little pricey. These guns, they're not the cheapest ones in town. Anybody that's looked for them before knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, they run $1,100-1,200.
Yep, easy. And taking it down, it's pretty simple. So you can see the ejection ports, nice and smooth. This is all nice and ergonomically smooth. These are, Tom ordered it with the combat sights on it, so it has the low ramp at the back, won't snag on your pants. Okay, has a little higher front sight, which is the front white dot in the front, and you line them up, you're good to go. It doesn't need much adjusting. It shoots straight as an arrow, out to 100 yards, easy.
That's awesome.
I mean, the drop at 100 yards is minimal. It's probably less than, I could look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's about less than a half an inch.
Oh boy.
Maybe an inch at the most.
I'm excited.
Depending on the ammo you're using and power, if you're reloading or not.
And discuss the ammo, by the way. I know there's one line of ammo that FN makes that is specifically for law enforcement and that is illegal for a citizen to purchase.
Well, they do make three different types of ammo. Federal actually makes the blue tip, and Federal makes the blue tip ammo for this gun, and it's basically the civilian ammunition. There is some armor-piercing ammunition that's no longer available, except the military.
Except the military, that's what it is. Only the military can get access to it.
Yeah, originally FN wanted this gun to be a military weapon. I don't know that the military, I would have to look it up, but I'm not sure the military's actually adopted it yet for any kind of regular uses. They seem to prefer the SIG and the Beretta. And the Beretta won the contract, and SIG, I think the SEALs are using SIGs now.
So did you mention the ammo is blue tip?
Yeah, they call it blue tip, but basically it's just because it has a blue polymer tip.
It's pretty much armor piercing now. It's traveling so fast.
Well, it's not considered armor piercing, otherwise you couldn't buy it.
Right.
But it is traveling at a pretty good speed, up close and personal. Not much is going to stop it, except for some real class 4 heavy duty plating maybe.
Yeah.
But even then.
What about class 3 or
huh?
class 3 plating or?
That's hard to say.
Okay.
I haven't tested it personally, so I wouldn't know.
But it's.
But I would say from experience, it can go through. You can put a round through a 50 gallon drum pretty easy. Although I don't recommend you do that because of ricochet issues. But I've seen it go through a 50 gallon drum at 50 yards.
Wow, cool.
That's a long way off.
Yeah.
So
All right.
if it can do that, it can. Yeah.
Let's break her down.
Okay.
I like the color too. We were going back and forth on which color to get.
And Tom ordered the FDE model, and the FDE is the flat dark earth, and it gives you that tan kind of OD, not quite OD green, but kind of a tan greenish.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Which is kind of sweet. I like it too.
Cool. So to break it down.
Okay. We're going to double check the fact the gun's clear.
Yep.
And with the mag out, you cannot pull the trigger. One of the critical things about carrying this firearm, you have to remember, if you had to do a tactical reload with this gun, and that means that if you had ammunition in the gun, you're running out, and you wanted to come back and change mags, you pull another one out. When you pull this mag out, if you have one left in the chamber, you can't still shoot the bad guy till you get the next one up, because the magazine disconnect will prevent you from pulling the trigger when it's out. That's something that Glock doesn't have. With the Glock, you can still pull a round off and still get another one back in if you're fast enough. So you need to be aware of that.
Good.
In a concealed personal defense situation. Okay, we're going to take it apart. Here we go. Just kind of like the Glock, you just pull back on it a little bit. This is the little slide that has to be pulled back. It's a little tricky. You've got to really put some finger to it. So you pull it back and you just kind of let it go like that and hold that little part back. When you come up,
very
it
simple.
just disconnects just like that.
Nice.
Very simple. That slide will stay about
Let's
halfway
take a
back.
look at the internal parts.
Okay. To get the barrel out, it's a spring and a barrel assembly. I mean, it can be any easier than that. Put a bore snake through there, and you're good to go.
Yep.
Very small.
Yeah,
Very
nice.
small diameter, obviously 223 size.
Yeah.
So that's what you get. Here's your slide. It's a double encasing. Basically, you've got the internals separated from the externals, and they're all attached and fused together.
Nice.
Yeah, so
High quality.
got a very high quality, extremely high quality, almost like a Teflon finish on the inside. I'm not
Nice.
sure what the actual material is, but I guess we can find out from FNH.
Sure.
But it's a real serious gun.
And they're from Belgium,
when it first
correct?
Came out, we weren't sure, but
Belgium.
well, FNM, which is
I'm just guessing. I really don't. I don't know.
well, FNM, which is now made in the USA, it's FNH USA.
Okay.
Okay, is now a USA company as well as originally from overseas.
Okay, I
And,
gotcha.
I believe you're right, Belgium. I didn't study back too far into that. Basically, I've been dealing with these firearms about 4 years now, and I can't tell. I will tell you up front, I don't know every make and model firearm and how they work.
Oh,
Even
none of
though
us
I'm
do.
an FFL dealer. Okay.
Thank you for your honesty.
47,000 makes and models out there, and I can't remember them all.
And we respect that.
But if you ever have any questions or anything, and Tom can't answer them, you're always welcome to get Tom the message. Get the message to me through Tom. I
Well,
will be
in
more
the
than happy to
future,
figure out the info.
and in the future, we'll be showing the whole entire shop and promoting your gun shop and everything that you do. Your NRA training will have people coming here to this facility in the future, in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're going to ramp it up and really make this thing a good system for you guys, where, because of Tom's dedication to what he wants to do, my dedication to doing the same thing, we have the same synergy going. It's going to be great for you guys. You guys are going to learn a lot. You're going to get a lot of stuff for free that you don't even know about, that just information that you couldn't get unless you go through one of my courses. My courses start anywhere from $350 up.
Yeah, you're the real
Okay.
deal. He's got good courses. I've sat through one.
You will get a lot of this information here you can't get anywhere else, and special discounts that you can't get anywhere else. So we're telling you, Tom's the real deal here. And
thank you.
and that's why I'm on board.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. That means a lot to me.
I'm going to show you how to put this back together real quick, because it doesn't take long.
Okay.
Nothing more than putting the barrel back in, sliding it back up like that, lock it in place. Did you see that?
Yep.
Let me do it again.
Oh, you got it.
It was fast.
That's fast. That's easy.
Yep. Put this back on
That's
here.
kind of
Just
neat. It pops straight down.
Literally just pops straight down. This part fits right in there. Goes straight down. Okay? All you do is bring it back. Make sure that little thing flips all the way forward.
That's easy
And
enough.
you're locked up and you're good to go. double check it, make sure it doesn't go flying off in the air somewhere, and point it in the safe direction.
Yep.
And you should be ready. Put a mag in it just to verify that it does fire, which it will not unless it has ammo.
Yep.
See?
Great.
You can also take the safety.
And you got 2,000 rounds ordered for me, correct?
We're going to get you some rounds. We're gonna get you a whole case.
2 cases.
We need to take this thing to range and shoot it one of these days.
Oh, we will.
You and I are going to
Oh,
do
yeah.
some
We're
range
gonna
time.
we're gonna do a lot
Lots
of
range
range shooting.
time.
Yeah, lots.
So this will be a lot of fun.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Great
yeah.
compliment to the 5.7 P90, the P90 as well. If you get the bullpup, see it's the same ammo.
Cool.
And you got your little bullpup and your handgun. Good
Neat.
to go.
Now you have some other things to discuss. Why don't we just get right into
Welcome
it?
back.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
here at Weapons Education, and Tom and I are just sitting here looking over some possible concealment possibilities here that I developed a few of my own over the years, and I wanted to show them off to him, and I thought maybe you'd be interested, and he did too. So we're going to take a look at them now. I'll show you some of the things I can carry with me, some of the emergency stuff I carry, some of my credentials that you may not be aware of. This is also, as well as an FFL dealer, I'm also a licensed private investigation agency. And as that, I've been a private investigator for 22 years. They specialize in executive protection.
I know you can't mention any names, excuse me, but you've dealt with some celebrities and...
Yes, celebrities, high-end clients. That's mostly what I did, and some local government officials, not in this area, but down in Miami. That was my business. Started out during Hurricane Andrew, grew it from there. And for the last 20 years, I've been a private investigation agency in the state of Florida.
Good.
Licensed and insured. Some of the other things that we do here, along with being an FFL dealer, which kind of grew out of that because my clients would want guns, and they wanted help on how to use guns, and then I became a state certified K-licensed instructor for security, and most people will know what that means. And I teach firearms to security and private investigators. Well, from that, I went and got, previously to that, I went and got the NRA law enforcement handgun shotgun certificate, which allowed me to become a state licensed firearms instructor.
Excellent.
All right, enough about me. We're going to talk more about the bags now and the different types of concealment possibilities that I've laid out here on the table. This is not the catch-all and everything that could possibly be, but some of these things I've developed on my own, just for my own personal use as a private investigator, and just for personal protection carry for concealment where you really wouldn't think that it's a gun. And I'll show you why. You don't always have to carry it under your belt. One of the things I've developed right here, using some parts from Blackhawk, is actually a small bag that you can get anywhere, in a similar fashion, that opens up the front, has a little loop, and you can put whatever you need to in it. I kept to carry a small high-power flashlight, a strobe, made by Surefire, and a knife.
Good.
Okay, along with extra battery in the front. Then inside, I actually carry my shield, which is my private investigation shield. I carry a set of handcuffs. Of course, there's a handcuff key as well. And the only reason I have those is because I'm just so used to carrying them from my old days as being in the bus accident investigation, private investigation field. I used to have to do some bus accident investigations as well.
Had some immersed in those cuffs, I bet.
Yeah, well, a couple times when people get into accidents out in the middle of nowhere, like back in Homestead in 1992, they get in a pretty good fight. Everybody was carrying guns right after Hurricane Andrew down at Homestead, and basically some of us were just put on the streets to help the police who were overwhelmed at the time.
That's good to hear. By the way, this just came to mind. All the riots that are going on in England,
Yeah.
in that country, they are not allowed to bear arms. And I'm just throwing this at you. What is your feeling on the Second Amendment? Do you think we should all be armed?
Oh, definitely.
100%,
Certainly,
right?
we should all be armed. I don't see why anybody who has a right to protect themselves and their family should not be allowed to carry a firearm. Now,
As long as they're a law-abiding
as
citizen.
long as they're a law-abiding citizen and they have that right, which is the right under law to carry, why not? It shows that crime goes down. Crime is down 95% in the last 100 years, and if you can even back that down to even smaller than that, but crime is way down. since people have been allowed to start carrying
And
firearms.
you go to areas like D.C. where it's totally illegal to have a gun,
And they have
the highest crime rates. Yeah, you're right.
Highest crime rates are in
That's why I'm
DC,
fighting for gun laws.
Seattle, Chicago, places where they can't carry guns. That's where the big crime rates are.
That's why
Miami has dropped. Miami, of all places, has dropped. Where I come from, that place has dropped dramatically. Even though they fight all the time about not wanting guns in the city, people that carry guns legally now, crime has dropped.
Yep.
It happens still, but you know the amount of it happening, the occurrences are much less.
What else you got in the bag there?
Well, I've developed this actually with a holster inside of it that'll hold a Glock. It's going to be kind of hard to see because it's black on black.
Yeah, I
But
see
it's
it.
really a Serpa holster, just like I'm wearing on the side.
Okay.
The only difference is you put my Glock in there, and you zip up the bag, and you can hook it right to the side because my Glock happens to come off.
So
of this.
instead of open, that's like open carry, but you can't see the gun. I like
Carry it, but
that.
you can't see the gun.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can carry it all day long.
And yeah, we'll sell that.
Perfectly
We'll
legal.
sell that product.
Perfectly legal. I made this, and it's easy enough to.
So what else you got?
redesign
What's in the other bag there?
Okay. Also carry a magazine on the side, by the way.
A spare mag. I see
Spare
that.
mags right here.
Cool.
Okay. That's what.
And what
you don't
Glock
want-
is that? A Glock? You said which Glock is on your waist?
This Glock is my Glock 26.
Good.
Okay, 9mm. I don't take it out because it's loaded.
No.
I always keep it loaded in the office. However, you can see that we can also do a few things to your Glock. That happens to be my logo I put on the back of it,
Cool.
laser engraved.
Nice.
You know, we can trick your Glock out a little bit, rock it out. If anybody knows Lone Wolf products, I'm a dealer for Lone Wolf, so I can get you all sorts of products.
Yeah.
And we can rock your Glock just like they say.
Cool.
Okay?
And then that's a nice bag there.
Yeah.
That's in your trunk, right? This bag.
This is my what we call a go bag. It's my emergency kit in the event of all riot breaks loose. And basically, it carries quite a bit of stuff. It stays in my trunk, locked, you know, where I know that I can maintain it, and I have it locked in a compartment so it can't get stolen by accident. And basically, I'm going to show you everything that's in it. You're not going to believe what I carry.
All right. Kind of breeze
Okay.
through it. Good. Let's move
I'm
quick.
going to start off by just opening the lid and showing you that in the front I have another shield.
Cool.
Okay, this is my EP shield.
Okay.
Stands for Executive Protection. And that's what I used to do for 20-something years until I got into the gun biz. I'm still a licensed private investigator, but I don't do as much EP work as I do now real estate work as far as litigation cases go. This is a Black Hawk Gladius. Anybody knows Black Hawk, knows Gladius, knows what I'm talking about
That's
here.
nice.
Solid. Want to hurt somebody? This is your weapon.
That's good.
Strobe light. Has a lock on it. You just pop it.
Cool.
Strobes all day long. Okay? It fits in there. In the side, carry a can of...
Imagine if everybody in England had one of these on them. there'd be no rioting and looting.
Non-existent.
Non-existent.
This is a can of pepper spray, which
That's the real
Defense
deal.
Technologies Mark IV pepper spray. This is the real deal. It will basically one drop of this on an elbow will make you cry. That's how strong it is.
What if
It's
it goes
not
in your
the little-
eyeballs?
It's not the little spray you get in, you know, that big. I don't sell that stuff here. I sell the real deal here.
So if that gets in somebody's eyes,
Yeah, we're going to demonstrate how to use this properly at another video later on when we get down to Tom's. I'm going to show you how to properly use this stuff, so if you decide you want it, you know, it's good to carry. One
Cool.
of my daughter's carrying one at college right now, you know, and you can carry this stuff legally anywhere. So you don't need even a license for this. However, I always recommend this is kind of like your first weapon. Gun's always your secondary, last resort.
Last
weapon.
resort.
Last resort, so it doesn't hurt to carry something like this. For 40, 50 bucks, depending on the size. We can got the crowd pleaser for almost 70 or $80. Big fire extinguisher size.
okay.
You know, this is a great product to keep around with you. You put it on the bike, you Velcro it, put it on a Velcro holster like that, and basically you can carry it here.
I like that.
I have some Velcro you can get at Home Depot. Stick it right to the side of your bike while you're riding around in case a dog comes up. This stuff works on animals. It'll knock down a grizzly bear. I'm telling you right now, this stuff will knock down a grizzly bear. It is nasty.
Boy, oh boy.
Okay, you don't want to get it on you, and you don't want to practice with this. You want to practice with the water inert spray that we also have.
And we'll do that in my backyard.
Yes, that's what we're
Perfect.
going to use with Tom and show him how it works. Okay? So, I keep that over there. In the top here, you can't see it, but this actually fits on you, and I'm going to take my firearm off for a second to show you how this works. This actually, if you were carrying it, would be like this.
I see.
Okay? Well, right here, as everybody would hope, is my firearm.
Okay.
Glock 17,
Nice.
right there. Can't miss. You can leave this open. People can't even tell it's there.
Yes, cool.
Put your hand right there and you're ready to rock and roll.
I like it.
In the front of it, I have an ASP baton.
Great.
Okay, right in front of the gun. So I can go to this first from the same exact place and not have to worry about, you know, which one do I want to pick? Well, if the guy's not coming at me with a firearm and maybe I think I can handle it with a baton, I can go to the baton first. I don't have to go through the aftermath of a shooting. Okay?
Great advice.
Yeah, we're going to
Or
talk
you
a
got
lot
the
about
mace.
that kind of stuff too.
And what's in the inside there?
The rest of the bag, that would be the way you would carry it in a situation. Inside the rest of the bag, I carry a whole bunch of different items. I carry an extra holster in case I want to put one on the other side.
That's smart.
Okay, you might want to carry two guns. I've got one with me. I've got the other one in here. Maybe I need to bring
I
it
always
out.
carry 2 guns and a knife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I have another holster for the Gladius flashlight,
Uh-huh.
which is, you know, for
Yeah.
personal use. And I have another holster that carries a Glock light.
Yeah. Bring on the looting. Bring it on. You're ready to go. Huh?
Now, and that's just in this little compartment here, which carries most everything in the front pocket. In the back pocket, I've got another mag pouch in case it's necessary. And they hook on the outside here, by the way. You see these mag pouches, they automatically slide on, hook right on here. And I've got another mag pouch with a fully loaded mag for the 26. Okay,
Yeah.
these are hollow
Yeah.
point Federals.
Great.
Okay,
So you got a lot of
plenty of
rounds.
stuff in there. Then I've also got a 33 round clip with me.
There you go.
Okay, this is 9mm, 33 rounds, and it'll fit in, of course, any 9mm Glock. Not a problem.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
That pretty much covers it all?
Well, not quite.
Wow, you got more, huh?
We're still going. Got 2 more mags in here.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
I've never seen this before. It's my first time also.
And
Yeah.
these are 9mm
Yeah,
rounds.
your
as
gun's
well.
useless
I-
without the ammo.
Yeah. Now, Tom, you carry a 45. I like to carry 9 because my license allows me to carry 2 9s at any time, anywhere I am, and I can go into places with my license the average civilian can't go.
Such as,
Bars.
okay,
When I'm on a case, I can go to a bar. I can go to I can go through schools.
Post
There's
office.
Some places where I'm allowed to. Some
Yeah.
places I'm not. No, not federal.
Not federal,
Can't go
I got you.
federal. I can't go to some of the state places where you're not allowed to go. I don't go to I don't go into some places like police offices and the police departments, offices of city officials, things like that. Anyway, unless they know I'm coming.
I
You
see.
don't carry. There's some places you just don't want to carry concealed. Federal property is definitely one of them. But with a G license, you know, and a PI license, you do get to go some places when you're on a case that you can't go otherwise.
Yeah, everyone needs to realize, you probably already do, but never enter a post office with a firearm, period.
It's not a good idea.
Not a good idea. You will go to jail.
Yeah, federal property, VA hospital here in Palm Beach County, not allowed to bring not allowed to bring firearms or weapons onto the VA property, and any other federal place really.
It's great. It was a great lesson, and I think everybody should have a kit like this in their trunk. Thank you so much.
Wouldn't hurt.
We're going to check out for now.
Okay.
Thumbs up, right?
Thumbs up, buddy.
Checking
Until
out.
next time.
Bye-bye.
See you later.